Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. Julia Ward Howe was known for her amazing ability to weave religious imagery into captivating music, but she wanted to be remembered for more than just that. How did the woman who wrote the most famous song of the Civil War become an author of a radical Mother's Day manifesto that pushed for peace? This week, the Unauthorized Museum explores the life of Miss Julia Ward Howe, abolitionist, writer, activist, and suffragette. Julia Ward was born May 27, 1819, in New York City to a wealthy Calvinist family. Her mother died when she was young, and her strict father raised her with rigid religious and moral code. She was privately educated. She had an access to tutors and an extensive library, which helped her to develop a love for writing and philosophy. In 1843, Julia married Samuel Gritty Howell, a prominent reformer. He was opposed to the women's suffrage movement. He controlled her money, he mocked her writing publicly, and he resented her independence. She wrote in a poem here, "A woman's lot is not her choice. Her master speaks, she must obey. How can she lift her secret voice against the rules that all must sway?" Samuel Gridley Howe died 1876, and that moment was a turning point for Julia. After his death, she had more freedom to pursue her own work and became far more active in suffrage, peace, and the reform movements. The song that defined her. In 1861, Julia was visiting Union camps and soldiers were singing John Brown's Body. She penned the Battle of the Hymn of the Republic, and it became an overnight sensation. Just a month after writing it, sends it to an editor in the Atlantic Monthly, who accepts it almost immediately. February 1862, the Atlanta Monthly publishes the Battle of the Hymn of the Republic. Union soldiers, reformers, abolitionists all start reprinting it in pamphlets and newspapers and like church ballots and just getting it all around. The tune was already familiar, John Brown's Body, so people could sing it like right away. Spring 1862, like March and May, soldiers on the march began adapting to it. Eyewitnesses recorded Union troops belting it out on their campaign. Abolitionist meetings and women's clubs and reformers were all using this as a rally cry. Summer 1862, like glee clubs and societies in the northern cities were performing this, and it spread through like religious revivals, schools, recruiting events. By autumn of 1862, the song was widely recognized as the Union anthem. Political rallies, war fundraisers, all across like the North, it just became the standard for them. In late 1862, early 1863, Abraham Lincoln hears it performed and is deeply moved, saying it gave the war a song. Mother's Day for Peace. In 1870, she published her Mother's Day Proclamation, and this envisioned mothers uniting across the nations to demand peace. No more sons sent to die. Not flowers, brunch, but a political uprising led by women. Julia helped to forge the idea that women could and must step into a public space, not just to speak, but to lead. Activism until the end. In Artifact 8, recorded by the Unauthorized Museum, we see Miss Julia Ward Howe at a secret suffragette meeting in August 1909. She died just a year later, October 17, 1910. Julia Ward Howe gave America its battle hymn, a song that carried soldiers through blood and fire. While her words lived on, her name began to fade. We remember the music, but not the woman who wrote it. And that's the tragedy of so many women in history. Their voices echo, but their names are silenced. Julia's hymn still rings in churches and schools and parades, yet how many people could tell you who wrote it? Her legacy reminds us that history is louder when we remember the women who gave it a voice. Thanks for watching, like, and subscribe.